I was standing in the boutique, holding the wedding dress of my dreams, when a woman I had never seen before grabbed my wrist. Her voice was shaking as she whispered, "Don't marry him, Elena. You don't know who he really is." Before I could even respond, she slipped a folder into my hand and disappeared into the crowd, like she was never there at all. What I saw inside that folder changed everything. Before I tell you what was inside, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Now, let me begin. My name is Elena Carter, and until a few months ago, I thought my life was finally perfect. I had a stable job, a small but lovely apartment, and most importantly, I was engaged to a man I genuinely believed was my future. His name was Noah. Calm, soft-spoken, attentive in every way. The kind of man who remembered small details, brought me breakfast on stressful mornings, and made me feel like I finally mattered. So when he proposed, I said yes, without hesitation. We planned everything: the venue, the guest list, the date. And on the day I went to pick my wedding dress, everything changed. I was waiting outside the dressing room, adjusting the lace on the gown, when a woman in a gray coat approached me. Her face was pale, eyes restless, like she hadn't slept in days. "You're Elena Carter?" she asked. I nodded, confused. She looked over her shoulder, then grabbed my wrist with trembling fingers. "Please, don't marry him, Elena. You don't know who he really is." Before I could even respond, she slipped a folder into my hand and disappeared into the crowd, like she was never there at all. What I saw inside that folder changed everything. I took the folder home. I must have stared at it for a full hour before I opened it. Inside were photos, dozens of them. Not of me, not of her, but of Noah. He was in places I'd never seen, with people I didn't recognize, entering houses that definitely weren't his, meeting strangers at night in quiet corners of the city. At first I thought, maybe he's helping someone, maybe it's work. Then I saw the timestamps. They were all taken during months when he told me he was traveling for business, weeks he claimed he was out of town. Yet the photos showed him right here, just in different areas, with different people, leading a life I didn't know about. My hands trembled as I flipped through the images. Each one chipped away at the version of him I believed in. Then I found the last item in the folder, a USB. I plugged it into my laptop and my stomach dropped. It contained screenshots, messages, long conversations between Noah and M. Conversations about routines, plans, and one line that made my skin crawl. "She trusts me completely. The timing is perfect." But the timing for what? I didn't know what to do. My mind spun with questions. Should I confront him? Should I call the police? Was the stranger trying to help me or manipulate me? I turned to Reddit for advice. I posted the situation anonymously, blurred the names, and asked for guidance. The comments flooded in. Some said it was a setup. Some said it looked like he was living a double life. Others insisted it could be a form of manipulation. But one user, someone with a background in digital forensics, messaged me privately. They told me the files looked genuine and even guided me on how to check metadata, timestamps, and consistency. Everything checked out. None of it was fake. And if it was real, then Noah had been lying to me since the day we met. The next night, I decided to confront him, but safely. I invited him over, but kept my phone recording. I placed my laptop on the counter with the folder next to it. When he walked in, he immediately sensed something was wrong. "Elena, you look pale. What happened?" I didn't answer. I just pushed the folder toward him. He froze. His eyes widened just a fraction, barely noticeable, but enough for me to see he recognized the images. He didn't deny it. He didn't ask what it was. Instead, he said quietly, "Where did you get this?" Not, "What is this?" Not, "This isn't true." Just, "Where did you get this?" My heart broke in that moment. "Noah, who are these people? Why were you there? Why did you lie about traveling?" He didn't answer. He just paced the room, rubbing his forehead like he was calculating something. "Elena, I can't explain," he muttered. but he never did. He grabbed the folder and tried to stuff it into his coat. I blocked him. "No, you're not taking anything until you tell me the truth." He stepped back, and for the first time, I saw something I had never seen in him before. Coldness. "You shouldn't have opened it," he whispered. Something in that tone made me step back. My instincts screamed to get out. I grabbed my phone, walked out of the apartment, and didn't look back. I sent everything, every photo, every screenshot, every message, to a lawyer and the authorities. I also updated my Reddit post, and people guided me on how to protect myself legally and physically. Days passed. Then I got a call from the investigator. Noah wasn't the person he pretended to be. He had changed addresses 5 times in 3 years, used different identities, left behind people who questioned him but never had proof. Until now. He disappeared after our confrontation, but the investigation is ongoing. As for the stranger who warned me, I never saw her again, but I think she saved my life. And if she's watching this somehow, thank you.